Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to see you guys again. Today, gonna get straight to the point. Success does not care about how hard you work. Success does not care, right? Just because you work super hard does not guarantee that you're gonna achieve your goals. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Back when I used to work at the bank, there was a dude who would always come in on Fridays. He lived paycheck to paycheck. He did some type of handyman work. I'm not exactly sure what exactly it was, but I know it was some type of handyman work. And one day he came in covered in sweat, super dirty, tired, exhausted, and he hands me his sweaty check. It's like, hey, I want to deposit it. I was like, cool. So like a couple seconds later, he starts kind of going off on a tangent about how hard he works, right? And how I just sit in my office all day and I sit in the AC and I got it made and I don't know what it's like to work like a real man. Yeah, boy, I work 70 hours a week, boy. You don't put in the work like I do. I'm actually out working like a man. You just get to sit here in the AC all day. Yeah. And what's so funny about this is he was trying to brag about how hard he worked. Oh, he just worked so hard, such long hours, such strenuous work. He was working twice the hours I was. He probably was working 20 times harder than me, yet he still made less money than I did. How's that so? And of course, I respect people that do that kind of work 100%, guys. We need those guys out there doing construction. We need those guys out there doing blue collar jobs. Those are the guys that actually make this world function, right? We just get to live in the comfort and the luxury of their hard work. And I respect that so much. But he was trying to down me because I was working smarter than him and he was working harder. And if we look to the Bible, right, I love to look to the Bible for just information, because I know sometimes, a lot of the times, my flesh can be prideful, my flesh can be deceitful, right? And I want to make sure that my views and opinions on things are correct, right? I don't want them to be misleading, and I just want to make sure they're biblical. So actually, I've been through Ecclesiastes. I love it. And I had highlighted here, if the axe is dull and one does not sharpen the edge, then he must use more strength. But wisdom brings success. A lot of us, including myself, right, we're swinging around dual axes, and we wonder why it's taken us so long to chop down the tree, right? But you got this guy over here. He chopped down. It took him 5 minutes to chop down the tree, but we've been here for days and days and days, and we still can't get it down. Why? It's definitely not hard work. Hard work is not the problem here. We're working way harder than that dude, right? We're putting in the work. But he sharpened his axe. He was wise, right? He worked smarter and not harder. And I love this analogy that the Bible gives us about the axe, man. And it says at the end, but wisdom brings success. And so what we have to watch out for is, right, working hard is good. You want to have a hardworking mentality. But what's most important is, how are we using our work effectively, efficiently, in a manner that is going to propel us to get the result that we want the quickest and the fastest, right? Because if we're using all of our time working really hard, but it's not kind of in an effective manner, then we're just going to find ourselves in a hamster wheel, running, working, but we're just spinning around in circles, right? We have to make sure that we're working smarter. We have to make sure that we're working effectively, and that's how we build success. That's how we build fruit in our life. Just like the man at the bank, he was working so much harder than me, man, but he was struggling really bad. He was not making any money. He was tired every day. His body was worn out because he was not being effective with his time. So that's the little bit of wisdom that I want to give you guys today. I know it's a short video, but man, what we can extrapolate, I don't know the word, but the wisdom that we can pull from the text today, man, once again, I know I keep saying it, but Success doesn't care about how hard you work. It cares about what you're focused on when you're working. So let's make sure that we're focusing on the right things, that we're putting our energy towards things that are aligning with our goals. Because if we are working hard and we're running in the opposite direction, right? We might be running really hard, but we're going the wrong way, man. We got to correct our path. So just pray for discernment, pray for wisdom, and, you know, stay in the Bible, man. Self-reflect on your actions and ask yourself, am I doing what's most important in this moment to get me to where I want to go? If not, you know, you're probably going to find yourself wasting a lot of time, working super hard, but not getting anywhere. God bless you guys. I love you, man. Man, I believe in you guys. You guys can do this. I know I can do this, man. If you guys are interested, I have a Discord. Once we hit about 25 members, I'm going to close it down completely, and, you know, we'll see from there what happens. But it's a group. It's called the 1% Club, and pretty much it's just men who are addicted to leveling up every single day. Literally called the 1% Club. We level up 1% every single day. So we're just motivating each other, educating each other, communing, conversating about life, man. And it doesn't matter where you're starting from. It doesn't matter, you know, you don't have to want to be a millionaire. Maybe you just want to get better in your faith, or maybe you just want to get better, right? Like with your fitness. It doesn't matter, man. If you're just trying to level up in life right now, shoot me a DM on my Instagram saying locked in, and I'll invite you guys to the Discord. I think you guys are gonna love it, man. I think it's gonna be really good for you. But anyways, I gotta end this video. It just got super long. God bless. Peace out. Bye.